following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Actually, you're probably right, but she'll just she'll probably still go into the showers, but then she'll just like clean herself
Sponge
and
bath.
not put it.
Sponge.
She'll turn it on and just like wash her front and stuff, and then just sponge around, but not actually.
All right, you can do that. And then
Throw the bloody tank top in my laundry bin and get changed.
yeah, you might want to not wear that to get whipped. Fucking DMV.
Then I'll probably head to the pool. No, wait, that's bad. I just tried not to. I'm just used to going to the pool to hang out with Harm.
I got chlorine in my back.
What would I do that's not super athletic?
You?
Exactly.
Go stir crazy and die?
I just cleaned up, so I'll just read a book in my quarters, like my mutant propaganda book.
I mean, mutants are scum. They're disease. They're filth. It's only a matter of time until someone shuts them up and shuts them down. And you sit in the quiet silence of your room with only the hum of the facility for company.
No, I've got that radio.
Oh. Well, in which case, the radio...
I mean, my radio, I've got music to listen to.
Okay, music.
My tape deck, I should say.
Ah, there we go.
So I'll just put it on a tape and I'll put it up fairly loud, but not so loud that if somebody hits the bong, I can't hear it.
So, about 20 minutes later, a bunch of guys with swords just, like, cut her tendons out and, like, begin butchering her, and the facility shuts down, and a bunch of medic drop bots, like, come out about a minute later with the stretcher and just start floating down to the infirmary.
Jesus, she's pushing herself too hard. Can't do anything with that. Can't go into the infirmary.
You could use the danger room if you wanted. It is currently unoccupied.
Roxy's in no shape to hear about this.
Yes, I am.
No, I can wait till morning. You're probably going to have a shit enough night's sleep as it is.
Sleep. I don't.
I sleep on my front.
Oh yeah, go into the danger room and it will be like, "Hi, guys behind the glass wheel. I'm looking for novice level. What would you recommend? But obviously not assassin training level 2.
Loading a second.
Basic combat training 1.
Okay, that sounds more my speed.
You're in a gym, in a boxing ring, and there's just a guy going,
Okay, player 1 has entered the ring.
I'm gonna fuck you up!
You probably will. Terry Crews, boxing glove. Oh wait, boxing glove.
Right, let's go, boxing. Or whatever martial art hand-to-hand you want to use.
Well, he'll be boxing and I'll be doing grapple takedowns and things like that.
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
And you beat the living shit out of the 7 I rolled on the die. So 17.
Stick kick! You're down!
Does he have to do that?
Oh! Yeah! Oh! Alright. Frank Bruno's Boxing Commodore 64 is where I got that
Oh,
from.
okay. I thought it was you doing the punch outs.
I mean, they were similar. I like Frank Bruno's because it's like your second opponent was Fling Long Chop and he's just kicking you, and I'm like, disqualified! It's a boxing match!
Yeah. This ain't kickboxing, this ain't mixed martial arts.
Yeah, he's just going to keep going to at that until it's like, I feel I'm suitably beat up, but nowhere near as bad as Stephanie. And then retire when I'm all dented and bad.
Just like the dents are still in your putty-like body.
You just maintain this.
You will pass Jennifer again with the phone, and she'll just be like, doot, doot, doot. Click.
Hey, Jen, you're right there.
Yeah. No one was home.
Oh yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Well, it's super late, Jen. You probably wouldn't get them. Anyway.
Yep, sure.
Well, take care. Good night. Didn't even ask while I'm all dented and full of moon holes.
No, because you're a goo monster. I mean, for sure she knows this is normal.
Splorp. Ow. Splorp. Ow.
Your heart rate is slowing. Respiration declining. Are you falling asleep? Reminder, you have an appointment with Dr. Maldred prior to you going to sleep.
I do.
According to your instructions, you were to return there once you had finished your evening's activity, but prior to going to sleep.
I'll head there now. Thank you, computer voice.
Of course. It is my duty and pleasure to serve you.
It's almost worse now than when it was when I had it done.
Have you considered requesting a healing?
The doctor already put some stuff on it.
Of course. But have you considered requesting that the injuries be healed?
Then I'd learn nothing.
You have experienced the pain and humiliation.
Well, why didn't the doctor just do that?
The doctor would not do that unless you asked. This is an administrative punishment, but you are the squad leader.
I do have to be able for the next few days.
I am only concerned with your well-being and care.
I'll do it after I've gone to see Maldred. He'll probably get some sick joy out of seeing me wince.
Perhaps you should consider putting a top on before you go.
Good point. Ow. Okay. Off I go. Not showing any signs of pain as soon as I leave that door.
Roll!
Then we can pass in the hall.
Fortitude!
Oh, it's rolling fortitude?
Yeah.
So it's 15, sorry.
It's more than 10.
Yeah, you can walk down the hallway going ow, ow, ow one way, and I can ow, ow, ow up the other.
Yeah, Alvin is
Alright.
looking kind of golf bally.
You okay there, Alvin?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I tried,
Yeah!
yeah, sorry, I tried out the danger room.
Nice theatric. Oh yes, you need that. You got wet.
Yeah, no, I just tried out the danger room in a low setting. Steph was in there before me, and she is not looking so hot. Maybe you should check out the infirmary before you go back to bed. And you look like you should be in bed.
I was about to go to bed, but I have to see.
Well, you're headed the
Professor
wrong
Maldred.
way. You're headed if you're delirious from your injuries, you are going the wrong way.
I have to see Professor Maldred before bed, but I'll check in on Stephanie on the way back.
My sympathies.
You have a good night.
Right. Ow. Ow. Oh, ow.
Head to the professor's.
Oh, God.
The door opens automatically, and you enter the darkness with a single spotlight just in front of the desk, which barely illuminates your new master. Strange sounds in the darkness around you, of course.
Roxanne Emery reporting, sir.
You have performed your task. I will be honest, I expected you to disobey. Given your clear interest and feelings for that midnight boy.
Sir, if I'm given an order like that and it's in writing and everything seems legit, I have to assume that it is for the betterment of this institution as a whole, sir.
An appropriate thought. Do you resent being given that instruction, knowing now the result was merely a test?
I meant I resented it at the time, sir, but I have since thought about it and understand, sir, so I no longer do.
And are you appropriately contrite for your previous disrespect of authority?
Well, that is up to you to judge, sir.
Do you feel more contrite? Do you feel you perhaps understand why we do things the way we do yet?
I understand better, sir.
You may request healing for your injuries, if you wish.
Thank you, sir.
However, before you go, I have an additional special class just for you. It is not voluntary. A seat oozes out of the shadow and becomes solid, glistening black like obsidian glass. Sit down.
I will nod, sit.
It's a very
I will sit without my back against it, though. I'll do that thing where I lean forward ever so slightly.
Before you is a roll of parchment and a quill. You will learn to write with that quill. It is a special skill, reserved only for those with the predilection and predisposition to achieve greatness. I will instruct you in this, and when you have learned to properly write with it, you will begin to assist me personally in my work.
I am honored, sir.
We will begin. And I will need a basic roll out of you to learn how to use. It's
The first line will be fine. It's as soon as you put your hand back, and then it's like, how do I not smudge this?
Writing with a quill is a skill.
5 plus whatever, so it's not terribly great.
Int.
5 plus minus 1. Sorry.
Can.
You don't
He's
need to
got
do
more
that.
than
I've
enough,
got
but
more.
I'll take it from you.
Okay, but I was like, I'm willing to take the shitty initial because that's in character.
No.
6. It's not much better. I rolled a 7.
Well. Do you feel in any way discouraged or embarrassed by your ruinous attempt?
Sir, no, sir.
Good. Everybody makes these mistakes. And so for the next 4 hours, requiring one roll for each of them.
Okay, 13 on the die for the first hour.
Progress.
11 on the next one.
Still progress.
3. Wait, no, because I want to at least maintain some progress.
Do you know you can spend a hero point to just get a 10?
Would that be progress?
Marginally.
Okay, I'll just do that then, just rather than risk.
At least I think that's how it goes. You just treat like this.
I think it's limited to certain skills.
You
but
need
yeah.
like there's a thing you can take that enhances what hero points can do in that regard. Where
there's also the skill beginner's luck where you can just pay a power point for 5 ranks in the skill you don't already have 5 ranks in.
And the last one was the same as the one I gave the hero point for. So
Oh, very well. Stop. You are becoming sloppy with tiredness. A weakness of your youth, no doubt. And
sorry, sir.
the duration of your day. So many seemingly useless skills. Oh, let's talk to one another politely, and dance, and pretend to be yokels. It must seem so very pointless to you.
In fact, sir, it is not, sir. I understand that there are many aspects and facilities that we must adapt to in this profession, sir. We have to deal with ordinary people and their mundane lives, sir.
His frown deepens from what you can see. One of the perks of my job is dealing with ignorant little fools who don't know anything. Why must you rob me of that?
Sorry, sir. And she will actually smirk.
The strange rustling noises for around you are increasing. Does the darkness frighten you? The light cone shrinks around. Do you find yourself uneasy in its presence?
The unknown is more frightening, sir.
So you do not so much fear being alone in the dark as you fear not being alone in the dark.
That is correct, sir. I am not a fan of darkness, though, sir.
Do you believe anything? No. You do not. Interesting. You may leave now. Make sure your injuries are tended to. And keep the Midnight Boy in line.
My back will thank me if I do, sir.
Not just your back. There are worse punishments that have been inflicted on students. Devastating ones. Inhumane punishments. Immoral punishments. And I would not have it any other way.
Sir, yes, sir.
Dismissed. And I will see you back here tomorrow night after you've finished your little activities for more.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, so it's basically midnight when you leave.
I'll head to the infirmary, but I'm guessing Steph's long gone.
She is just getting out.
Oh, so she's there?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, we'll get back to you in a moment.
Stephanie.
Sir!
What brought that about?
I just thought you'd appreciate it. I mean, you took a beating for Dex, and he is so miserable.
Speaking of beatings,
I know.
you do?
Oh, yes, I'm guessing someone told you. I fucked up, I tripped when I should have zagged, and they jumped on me before I could shut down the simulation. I fucked up.
You've been pushing yourself too hard, Steph.
Look, we have to if we want to keep our grade.
Look, when it's me...
A lot is expected of me, Roxanne.
Yes, but when it's me who's saying that you're pushing yourself too hard...
You don't push yourself hard enough. In the right ways.
I've got a lot to learn.
She'll put an arm around your shoulder and pat you on the neck. Now listen.
Al?
What are your intentions towards young Dex? I feel a little protective of him because he's my friend. And you seem to be slightly interested in him, but unless I miss my guess, you are more interested in barbecued taco than barbecue sausage.
You're correct. Dex is just a friend. He keeps flirting with me and hitting on me, and he knows I ain't interested. He can tell right here.
Well, to him it doesn't matter.
I know, but, I mean,
So-
he's got a certain charm to him.
I mean, can you blame him, though? You're very good looking, and your military chic mystique is, just makes you more interesting to someone as free-spirited as him. You're like polar opposites. There's a definite attraction there. Of course, though, you're not interested in him in that way.
No, I'm not, but I can still be his friend.
Interesting. And yet... well, just be careful.
I think he knows where he stands. He
No,
has to.
I think he must, but... you know, sometimes certain feelings make people stupid. Just, like, if it comes to having to sit him down straight, be very careful.
Thanks for the advice.
We should also talk about, his sister. Pat. Pat.
You doing that on purpose, honey?
What? Slapping you on your wounds constantly? Yes, I am.
Why?
Revenge. I think we're even
We're-
now, though.
I'd like to hope so, especially after the signs all week. I know they were you. Your
What are
handwriting.
you talking about? I particularly loved watching the boys argue whether they should try and get something, but they were too embarrassed. It was great.
Don't worry, I'm still planning a nice little surprise for you. I don't know if you'll like it, but...
A surprise for me? Remember, my revenge knows no bounds.
It's most like something...
But anyway, his sister. What are your intentions towards her?
Well, I mean, initially I was interested, but... I mean, as far as I know, she's not interested in me, so...
Well, the interesting thing about those two is that they're the same person.
Well, they're twins. They're very similar.
Their minds are so intermingled. Get one of them drunk and they'll tell you all about it. It's really fascinating. That you've got to understand that they will both feel what, like the results of what you do. So if you're like, he'll feel it too. So if you hurt one of them, you've hurt both of them.
Well, I've kind of backed down on, flirting with her in any serious capacity because...
the training video worked.
Well, no, because...
After all, mutant love is a filthy thing and should not be shared between anyone. But I think you've got the right of it. After all, if two male mutants have a relationship, then they can't spread the seed of demonism. And if two women were to have a relationship, then there would also be no spread, would there?
That's correct.
Interesting. I'm straight. She'll walk off.
So deep.
How do you know unless you've tried? I'll just call.
She'll turn around. Because I've tried.
Oh.
It turns out I just hate men. The two are not the same.
No.
Way to not wingman for Elvin. I know someone who's not a man.
He got a point!
I'm gonna go in and get the wounds actually healed.
Okay, turn around. This is going to be a painful and long process. Top off. I do not want to destroy another piece of property. Now, think of something very, very pleasant, because this is going to hurt. And we're done. Nice and distracted, were you? He puts away this, little hand scanner-looking thing. A dermal regenerator. Really? So you must have impressed the professor if he's not making you walk around like that all week. Put your shirt on. Honestly, students today. Now, I need you to sign here.
I'll read it briefly before I sign.
Permission for medical experiments. Dermal regenerator. Retroactive.
Oh.
And here...
What's this one?
It's a copy for Berlin.
Why is there a copy for Berlin?
Berlin Academy of Science is one of the finest international United Nations supported medical establishments in the world.
But aren't they enemies of America?
In East Berlin... Remember, everyone, the wall never fell in my setting.
Oh.
And one for Washington. And this is a photograph of yourself. If you could just autograph it for my niece. No, just kidding about that. Nobody does it.
I was going to say, I don't think I'm famous enough for anything like that.
Well, off you go. You're taking up space in my infirmary, needed for all the patients that will no doubt flood in from reckless power use. It's empty.
Yeah, I take a brief moment to look around and just see the complete void that is, and then I'll thank you, and then I'll head back to my room.
Now we'll come back to you. We'll back clock a bit if you need to.
Yeah, but no, I'd already roughly sketched out my night. It's going to be trying to put the finishing touches on the
Yeah, it's just advanced options after advanced options. So, you can set, the crowd population, racial density, you can put on, biometric data based on businesses that are around. So, if it's a very heavy fast food area you've created, people will be a little chubber. If there's, a couple of gyms in the area or, a cycling track, there'll be a lot more buff people. So you can put, scale up the population types and that sort of thing. You can put weather patterns in, transitory weather patterns, specify parameters for randomized natural weather patterning. You can set it for is this set on a specific date and it will replicate the weather from that date. Geographic locations, there's vehicle types, period setting for period appropriateness, weapons, yes, no. What kind of weapons, if you want. You can get really, really technical with this if you want.
I want to get as authentic to the city as poorer neighborhoods, you're hearing the gunshots and stuff like that are going on.
Gunshots and sirens, yeah.
Yeah. And the only other thing I want to add is holidays? We would get like floats and parades.
Well, the city was planning an event for like the Magruder boy, but that had to be pushed back after the police precinct bombing, where they were trying to pin a medal on Simon Trent, decorated, and he died in the explosion.
Yeah, I was just thinking if there's like a float parade going down, I think that would be something to watch. That would be neat for the rooftops.
Macy's Day Parade.
I was
the
going to say
Christmas
the Macy's Thanksgiving
Day
one.
Parade. Yeah, you could set it then.
And then of course the Christmas ones.
So there's just an option to like.
Well, there's like you put a Christmas parade in there with the Santa thing and the Desmond the
There we
Christmas
go!
beer float.
Say Desmond the Christmas beer.
Yes, Desmond the Christmas beer float.
Who wants a hug?
Meanwhile, on the same float too down, the Black Knight is terrorizing some small families as Santa holds them back.
Who are you? I'm Desmond the Christmas beer.
That's why we miss you, right?
Yeah. I was getting a bunch of... Oh shit, I never replied. I fell asleep after one of his texts. I don't know if I ever replied to the last one. I have to get on that.
Yep. So, trawling through that, and then probably just sitting down on my bed reading that book of celebrities and practicing faces until it's like time for sleepy belly.
Get a mirror. Yeah. You can buy one at the student shop. Although you're probably out of money.
He is a furtherer.
Yeah.
And that will be it.
Eventually, and the last people to bed are the people lining up for the arcade cabinet. They played Pac-Man long into the night. Right, next morning, we've got a bunch of physical training today, power training.
Check the terminal to see if there's any update on the
There is no.
quest. Yeah. No messages.
There's a message from Dex Midnight, which says, "Terribly sorry, lover. If there's anything I could ever do to make it up to you, perhaps a romantic meal of some kind, perhaps a long evening stroll on the surface with the sunset back to our backs. It could be our time. Not everything about me has to hurt you."
Keep dreaming, Dex. Send message.
And then immediately the one coming through that was also there for, hey guys, thinking of doing the picnic at lunchtime.
Get it all
Oh,
set
there
up.
is an official notification that at lunch today a special meal will be provided for KM3's birthday celebration.
So we can just take that special meal to the danger room, right?
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Yep, that and sort of first thing in the morning, piltering around is a putty with a picnic basket atop its head, heading down to the commissary table. Salt. Yeah, bro. What?
Is that basket part of you, or is that an actual basket?
I had it fabricated.
Like that fabricated.
You just request stuff, and it makes it.
Wait, where's this?
Student
Shop?
shop.
Student
They
shop.
can just make.
Yeah, you don't think they just keep warehouses full of stuff, do you? Welcome to the future.
Huh. But yeah, I mean,
I think I
going
got
to lunch. Hopefully, we don't get killed in all the training this morning.
That would put a damper on the occasion.